Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com, and in this video, I want to show you the truth behind making a really nice, sizable winning trade, as I'm sure you saw by the title, over 600% in this case. So I want to show some day trading results here from a member of my community, and I bring that up just so you know that none of this is being in theory, none of this is, well, this is how it should work, or I think this is what's possible. No, this all played out, and if you watch any of these other past videos, you know that I'm always using real-life results, whether it be mine or a fellow member. That way we can keep this all grounded out of the textbooks, right? I mean, don't get me wrong, textbooks in school, they have their time and place, but when it comes to practical skills and, making practical real life money, it's best to stay out of the world of theory and let's just focus on things that have actually happened. And what I really like about all of this is we have so much more additional context. What do I mean? Well, this person's results that we're going to take a look at has been a member of the community since basically the beginning. In fact, he may hold the record for being a guest the most times on the podcast that I offer. But just to offer up some context here, so if you want more context on not only what I'm going to talk about here and the specific trading results that I'll show, but just as a whole in terms of what day trading looks like, what just trading in general looks like, whether that be swing trading or options trading or forex or futures trading. These are that many more great resources, totally free. But I mean, like I said, the first time he was on the episode was back in 2015, episode 5, and now the podcast is up over 260 some episodes. So, I mean, we were talking about a member that's been around since essentially the beginning. Then he came back on June 2017. Then he came back in September of 2019. So, like I said, if you want this additional context, just go to claytrader.com/podcast. And of course, there's plenty of other episodes too, but this is whose results we're going to be looking at. So it's not some sort of, I wish I knew a little bit more about that person. You can go and you can learn a whole lot more about the person and his journey throughout the years by checking out those podcasts if you want. But let's move on to the truth. And quite frankly, it's a very anticlimactic truth, especially in this day and age of social media and all the advertising. I mean, the stereotypical things, right? You're scrolling through your wall. Oh, look at this person standing in front of their fancy car. Oh, look at that person. They're on their laptop on their yacht as they sail around the world, and they're just making all this money trading. Oh, look at that person. They are, doing some sort of very minimal effort, again, pulling out their phone, and yet they're, supposedly, I guess, making all this money. Oh, and what? Oh, they're a day trader. Oh, they're a swing trader. Oh, they're a fill the blank, some kind of, stock market trader in one form or another. And you get the routine, right? It's just all glitz and glamour. It's all just the dream. And the markets are an awesome place, don't get me wrong, as you're about to see. But the truth is, the vast majority of the time, traders are dealing with this single thing right here. I must break you. Now that's a terrible Russian accent, but cut me some slack here. And who is saying that to the trader? Well, the market itself. That is truly the core of trading. Is the market is trying to break you. The market is trying to get you to slip up and just straight up knock you out of the game. And it's very, very good at it. One of the ways that the market can break you is by actually letting you win. Maybe even win 2 times in a row, 3 times in a row, 4 times in a row. You get all this confidence. You get all this false sense of, wow, I got all this figured out. And then you just get destroyed. I mean, have you ever been there before? I know I have, where you go on a little miniature win streak and you're thinking, okay, yeah, this is going great. And then boom, I must break you. And it happens. You take a huge loss, or some people just blow up their accounts. But that is truly the core. But I get it. Seeing that is not nearly as exciting, is not nearly as, oh, wow, I want to do that, as when you see somebody sitting on a yacht, as when you see somebody, on their laptop, traveling the world on their private jet or whatever. I'm well aware. I understand kind of how, I'm not the best business person, but I mean, yeah, if I'm trying to sell something, this is probably not the right way to go about it, right? To tell people, hey, listen, this is what you're stepping into. You're stepping into the ring with a market that wants to break you. It'd probably be a little wiser to throw myself in front of, some, I don't know, fancy car, or, sailing around the ocean with scantily clad women. I'm not sure how my wife would feel about that, but that's neither here nor there. But that's what everything is all about. That's the true truth. The anticlimactic truth is, yeah, it can get really, really nasty. Now, I get it. This is just a visual. So what does this look like in the real world of trading? Well, I want to go and show you a blog article that I did on RD Trader. So the person we're talking about from several years ago. So let's go take a look at this, and you're going to see a perfect real life results based example here on what this actually looks like in the real world. Here we are at the blog article on my site. I will link this down below, so if you want to go and read this entire article, you can. But what I mainly want to focus on here are the results that this trader posted. And this article is from several years ago. But the reality of the matter, and the reason why I'm going to my desktop here is I don't want to go through all this on the normal video. So this will just make things a little bit easier to see. But I go through the results, and these results are from back in 2015. And they are from right around basically a couple of months worth of time here. And the idea here is just, please never ask me to do this again because I did it in 2015 and that's the last time I ever did it. But I went through and just simplified all this and posted the results of each of these trades. So 127, 50, 93, 203, so on and so forth. You get the idea. And I just want to scroll down through these and you'll see the reality of the matter. You'll see what it's all about. That anticlimactic truth is, you know what? It's just about you got to fight. You don't let the market break you. Now, the dynamic here to keep in mind is that's not the market breaking you. That's just taking a punch. Hey, welcome to the club. There's another taking a punch. There you go, delivering a punch. Taking a punch. So you get the idea. The idea is not to get punched. Have you ever heard of a boxer that never gets punched? Of course not. That would be ridiculous. So it's okay to get punched. You just can't get knocked out. So as I scroll down, you can see there, you're going to see plenty of punches being taken. Some punches bigger than the other, but you're also going to be seeing punches delivered. So you can see right there, that was a pretty big punch. Again, did it knock him out? No. Some more big punches, but you also, so a bigger punch there, a bigger punch there, but now you're seeing bigger punches delivered. And the other key dynamic here is you're seeing more punches delivered than punches received. There is a rough spot right there, but what better way to end a rough spot with a nice $632 win? Like I said, this was a lot of results, and this is why I'll never do this again, because this took me a long time to go through that. But that's what it's all about. This is what the true side of trading is all about. You just got to stay in, fight, and there were the end. So actually, to do the calculations, that was a 56% win rate. So barely just, like flip a coin. That was essentially the win rate here. A 56% win rate. So the question becomes, okay, Clay, so that means he basically broke even then, right? I mean, it was just, he had a heads or tails chance to win. And if you were to add all those up, you can see that his account still grew by over $2,000. So, I mean, the question becomes, would $2,000 make any difference in your life? I mean, for me, it definitely, I can think of a whole lot that I could use $2,000 for. And that was the results of just punching. And to keep in mind, this is back in 2015. And this, it's now, time flies 5 years later. So RD has made a whole lot of progress since then. But this is what it's all about. At the core, even now, you just got to fight. You got to fight, and just, it's okay to take punches, but you don't want the punches to actually knock you out. So yeah, for those that fight, grind, and keep themselves in the game, you never know when you might be in the right place at the right time. I mean, think about it. If you get knocked out of the game, if one of those punches is a huge punch or a combination of punches and you're out, well, then you have no opportunity to be in the right place at the right time because, well, you're totally out of the market. But if you just punch, if you just grind, if you just keep fighting and survive, tread water, whatever, visual analogy works best in your mind, then you're going to give yourself the opportunity to be in the right place at the right time. But you can't be in the right place at the right time if you get knocked out of the market, if you're acting reckless. And sure, that is going to produce some wins every now and then, might even produce some big wins, but it's not going to be a sustainable habit. It's not going to be a scalable strategy that keeps you in the game, because when you are in the game, when you're able to stay in the game, then you never know when you might all of a sudden be in a situation like this. And in this situation for RD, he bought down there, and then the very next day, he was able to sell way higher. Now, was he looking for this? Was he expecting this to happen? Absolutely not. RD's out there fighting, grinding, and just keeping himself in the game. So he did not go into the trade thinking, you know what, I want over 600%. My goal is 600% or more. Heck, his goal wasn't even, you know what, I want 100% or more. No, he's just fighting. He's just grinding. And sometimes by keeping yourself in the game, you're going to have a great opportunity. You're just going to be in the right place at the right time, and kaboom, there you go. You're going to have a great score in your favor. So to offer up a little bit more context and proof here, RD was more than willing to send me over. I was like, just give me something as official as it can look. And so he sent me over right here from TD Ameritrade. But you can see that he bought for $318 on March 18th for a price of $294. And this was all, and this does a good job of showing us the power of not stock, but stock options. And I want to go too far down this rabbit hole. I've talked about this in many past videos, but we once again have a great example of how when you learn options trading, how much more flexibility it gives you within the market. Well, how much so? Well, in one regard, the ability to get involved with higher price stocks. What I mean? Well, this all took place on Tesla, and Tesla trading for over $500. So, I mean, traditionally, which is correct, okay, well, if I want to get involved with Tesla, if I wanted the opportunity to make some money with Tesla, then I would need at least $500 in my account so I could buy at least one share. But in this situation, by using stock options, RD was able to get involved right there for only $294. I get it. The math doesn't match up. Wait a second. But the price per share is $505. How did he get involved with $294? Exactly. That is the power of stock options. Now, yes, stock options can be very dangerous if you just run into them without the proper knowledge and proper education and proper strategy. But I mean, crossing the street without a proper strategy and proper understanding is also very dangerous, right? That can be applied to anything in life. So I don't want you to go and think that, okay, I'm going to start trading options tomorrow. That's not the point here. The point is, it's pretty cool. It's pretty amazing how you are able to get involved with higher price stocks for relatively low amounts of money. But that's kind of the background here, is that's what's going on. He was trading stock options, and they're very powerful, as you're about to see here. So then when he went to sell, you can see here that he sold right there the very next day, so March 19th now, and he sold for, and this is all with Tesla still, and he sold for $23. So that $294 entry price the next day went up to being worth $23, which equates to 682%. Not bad, RD. Well done, my friend. But what is the moral of the story? If I've done my job right, you should know that the underlying theme here is that RD's focus, your focus as a trader, assuming you want to be successful, needs to not be, I'm going out there and I want 100%, 500% or more. No, it's just fight, grind, stay in the game. And if you stay in the game, you're going to stumble across ones like this. Is it going to happen every day? Absolutely not. Is it going to happen every week? Probably not. But is it going to happen? Yeah. At some point, you're going to be in the right place at the right time. And when that does occur, I mean, think about this. Think about how good RD was. I mean, you look back to all those punches that he took. And I mean, he's good at managing risk. So now think about how big of a cushion he has. I mean, he could go on a massive, massive losing streak, but because he knows how to manage risk and keep his losses controlled, he could still go on a massive losing streak and still not give back all the gains from this one trade because it was such a monster trade. Because that's the power of the market, is if you treat it with respect, if you just hustle, grind, fight, and keep yourself in the game, then it's going to reward you in big ways from time to time. And those big rewards are going to create those cushions where now you could go on a losing streak technically and still be okay. And that's how you keep an account trending upwards. So fight, grind, just keep yourself in the game. Don't let the market break you. And yeah, you never know when you might be in the right place at the right time. If you enjoyed this video, a couple of requests on my end. First off, the easiest way to say, hey Clay, please, I love these member result videos and how you pull lessons from them. So if you do like these member result videos, really twofold, please first off, just hit the like button. Also leave me a comment down below if you enjoy these, and feedback is always welcome. I love suggestions. So I pride myself, if you watch any of my other videos, I do read comments. I will reply to them. So please do all of that. And then also, hit that subscribe button, check out the channel as a whole, and if you like what you see, then I hope you decide to join and become a subscriber. And then I do offer a community too, so RD Trader, for example, the person we just talked about, he's active in the community, so if you want to network with him and just trade alongside him and myself and a lot of other quality traders, then you can go to claytrader.com/team and check out the community that I offer there at the site. But overall, like I said, the easiest and most efficient way to just communicate to me, hey Clay, thank you for the video. I like these videos. Keep please making them. Just hit that like button and leave a comment down below. So thanks for hanging out. And yeah, get out there, fight, grind, keep yourself in the game, and it'll come. You just never know when you might be in the right place at the right time, and you'll be looking at a very, very nice winner. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.